YouTube, man, j'espère que vous allez bien aujourd'hui. On se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo. On va voir Bronny James qui... Bronny James et Things aren't looking good for Bronny. Donc les choses... Donc, en gros, les choses... je sais même pas comment traduire ça, mais en gros, ça se... Je sais pas.
His biggest blessing is clearly also his biggest curse. As time has gone by, filling the shoes of your all-time great dad has proven to be a challenge that really no one has overcame.
Donc là, en gros, il dit que le fait d'être le fils de LeBron, c'est sa plus grande bénédiction, mais aussi son plus gros challenge, parce que personne n'a jamais réussi à, par exemple, à être meilleur que son père, en gros. Mais il dit ça, mais par exemple, Del Curry, Steph Curry est devenu meilleur que lui, tu vois. Mais après, c'est sûr que le fils de LeBron, ouais, non. Ouais, LeBron, ouais, lui, c'est mort.
And now Bronny James is on the outside looking in when it comes to the 2024 NBA draft.
And that guard is 6'4" senior, number 0, Bronny James.
It's no secret that when your name is LeBron James Jr., for better or for worse, you're going to be treated differently. And when your dad is telling the world that he's waiting for you to arrive in the NBA, to put together the pairing that the world has been waiting to see for the last 20 years,
Ouais.
the massive target on your back can only get bigger. The case of Bronny James has been complicated since he first began popping up in elementary school. But is the hype for the second coming of LeBron James warranted? Or is this just another NBA kid who will never fit into his dad's shoes? Back in 2002,
On verra s'il va remplir les chaussures de son père, comme on dit. Mais bon, ça va être chaud de faire mieux que LeBron. Hein. Parce qu'il compare tout le monde à LeBron. Mais on sait que Bronny, ça va pas être le prochain LeBron. Hein. Tout le monde le sait, ça. Ça n'a rien à voir.
Raising the cover of Sports Illustrated and one of the most infamous editions labeled the Chosen One in his junior year of high school, before going first overall in the NBA draft and putting together a career that's straight out of a movie. 20 years after the initial magazine cover, Sports Illustrated released another cover featuring Bronny, titled The Chosen Sons. Bronny's no stranger to spotlights. He can be seen shooting on NBA floors with his dad since the 2000s. And with a name like LeBron James Jr., his dad in the crowd, and a couple of cool plays here and there, Bronny's elementary school highlights garnered millions of views. Of just a 9-year-old being a bit better than everyone else. The hype was unreal with this kid. I mean, he started
moi, je me souviens pas quand il était petit.
when he was 10 years old, with the hope that with
normal.
LeBron James training and genetics, this kid could fill out half as well as his dad did.
And that guard, 6'4" senior, your McDonald's All-American.
Hey! Moi, je l'ai vu, Bronny, quand il vient à Nanterre. Hein. C'est un monstre, hein, les gars. C'est un monstre, hein. Les gens, ils parlent et tout, mais c'est un monstre, le gars.
Bronny James with the best performance of his young high school career, the 15-year-old freshman.
As LeBron made his move to LA, Bronny James would enroll at Sierra Canyon for his freshman year of high school. And this was really our first taste of the kid in a real game setting outside of random hoop mixtapes at AAU events. Although being the offspring of one of the best high school talents of all time when entering high school alongside
BJ Boston, tout ça.
Zaire Wade and Zaire Williams, Bronny didn't stack up. Averaging just 4 points in 15 minutes a game,
il a été freshman encore.
Supporting piece on a team that was kind of riding his hype wave too, giving him real playing time in a game against St. Vincent St. Mary's in front of a sold-out crowd with the James family sitting front row. He definitely did a good job putting asses in seats. And after a 15-point MVP performance in a picture-perfect money grab game, Bronny's face was blasted all over social media, with little reference to the rest of his season being extremely underwhelming. Standing around 6 feet tall, there really isn't a ton that Bronny and his dad really shared in common at this point. Sure, he can facilitate the ball well, but as a secondary ball handler who had a notable weak handle on the ball, leading to a lot of turnovers, it was hard to get him the reps that he needed. Bronny did develop certain aspects of his game to help contribute to his reloaded high school roster, like the catch-and-shoot jump shot that his dad lacked, and the on-ball defense that he didn't really care to play all the time. But entering high school, a 6-foot guard averaging 4 points certainly isn't the chosen one.
Ouais, c'est sûr.
After the pandemic delay and a torn meniscus all but robbing him of his sophomore season, Bronny would suit up for his junior year with a new set of faces ready to play above him. The addition of Amari Bailey, Kajani Wright, and Ramel Lloyd once again pushing Bronny to the back seat. The year that the Chosen One was gracing the cover of Sports Illustrated, averaging 30 bombs, the Chosen Son was putting up 9 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists as a role player. It wasn't until his senior season that Bronny was given the keys to the offense, and we really saw the reality of Bronny James' game at a high level.
Ouais, c'est quand... Ouais, après, il était en train d'apprendre. Hein.
5.5 rebounds, 2.7
il était derrière des gars qui étaient top rank et tout. Il était en train d'apprendre les premières années. Sophomore, junior.
Although a good season, no doubt, being ranked in the top 20 of his
Ah, il était ranké 20e?
coming from
Ok.
every major school you could ask for was way overkill.
C'est sûr. Quand il a commit à USC, c'est normal, son père il était à LA, il était obligé. Il allait pas aller à Kentucky là, et son père il allait faire tous les trajets.
Hit the draft boards right where you could predict in a lot of mocks. Late first round, straight to the Lakers with their first pick to fulfill the prophecy fan fiction that has been laid out the last 20 years. But now partway through the season, and it seems like Bronny James' bubble has finally popped. 18 games into the season, and Bronny James has fallen out of the starting rotation.
Après les gars, ils oublient que les gens ils oublient que gars il a raté je sais pas combien de mois parce qu'il avait un problème au cœur, tu vois. Pour avoir le rythme et tout, c'est pas comme ça, hein. Le basket c'est dur. Faut qu'il reprenne le rythme et tout.
Major online draft board you can think of. Putting up 5.7 points this year on 36% from the field and 27% from behind the three-point line. There's really nothing about his game this year that screams NBA draft. At maybe 6'3", running the point guard in the NBA is one of the hardest transitions for a player to make. And although his defense on the ball and his playmaking skills do look transferable to an NBA guard, there really isn't much else there that does. A guard of his size with a notably weak handle is going to be a tough transition, even just to the college level, which we've already seen. And the losing minutes on a 10-16 team show that Bronny's nowhere near where it needs to be to meet his preseason mock draft.
Puis surtout, si t'es dans une équipe gagnée et tout, mais là, USC sont en train de faire la plus mauvaise saison de l'histoire, je crois. Donc là, c'est dur. Non, je pense qu'il faut qu'il revienne pour une année encore. Et toi, à combien 69% lancé franc.
Indicating that one of the core strengths in his game that's completely vital for a guard, his size, really needs an improvement. Bronny James is not a current NBA draft prospect, but in what could be the worst case scenario, he might be. In the modern NBA, the marketability of LeBron James Jr. is an instant sell for any team. And with what LeBron has said in the past, might even land you his pops if you choose to burn a second-round pick on him. There's no shortage of nepotism in the NBA.
Bah, comme Thanassis, hein.
Certainly learned. The same could certainly be true for Bronny as well. But if he wants to be more than the rich kid with a cool jersey,
non, mais je pense que
bench, there's definitely a better course of action. Bronny James is a good player.
Je pense que déjà Bronny, ça l'intéresserait pas d'être genre une mascotte comme Thanassis, tu vois. Lui, il doit rester une année. Enfin, je pense, hein, je parle de mon point de vue j'ai pas, mais je pense que s'il veut, je pense que s'il doit rester une deuxième année pour plus se développer, devenir meilleur, pour ensuite être un petit peu à premier tour et avoir une vraie chance, une opportunité, je pense qu'il le fera, tu vois, il est pas bête. Il va pas forcer pour la NBA pour aller ça le bas et pour faire la groupie de Bronny, hein, tu vois, de LeBron James, tu vois, je pense pas.
There have been many players that stuck at it in college and made serious improvements throughout their 4 years there. Despite what people may tell you, not every draft prospect is a one and done.
Ouais, voilà, c'est pas tous les NBA prospects qui sont one and done, tu vois, il y en a qui sont pas one and done.
Tween cross and coming off a health scare like Bronny, there's plenty of room to grow here. But if he chooses to enter the NBA and accept an honor that he doesn't deserve, the path is going to get a whole lot murkier. Bronny will more than likely be an NBA player in the near
mais quoi qu'il arrive,
future, but at this moment, he needs to be treated as another college player going through freshman struggles if he wants to be known as more than just that guy's son. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, check out my last.
Bon, likez, commentez, abonnez-vous. We out.